Ladies and gentlemen, your next city council member, Brother Charles.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you all so much for being here. It means so much to see my family, my community, and my city standing strong with me. It means more to me than you will ever know. I want to first thank God for my life and my health and this amazing journey that I've been blessed with for the past 37 years. I also thank Him for guiding me on this path to leadership in Detroit. I've invited you here to stand on this spot in this neighborhood on this beautiful sunny afternoon because this is where I grew up. This is my hood. That's right, Research. It used to be called Research Park, but you know, now folks have to upgrade, so it's now the Trumbull Crossing Apartments. But this was Grandma Pugh's house. I spent so much time over here on weekends and summers and holidays. But I moved in permanently on October 13th, 1978, the day my father died. It was the worst day of my life. But somehow, Grandma made it all better. My early years were packed with so much pain and tragedy, from my mother's murder to my father's suicide, to the separation of me and my stepmother and sister, to the deaths of aunts and uncles and cousins and schoolmates and friends. But God was always with me, protecting me, constantly steering me toward this road to success that I've been on. What also kept me grounded was Grandma Pugh and her strong insistence on discipline and education and pride and love and God. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had family and respect and determination. This was a neighborhood where I learned the value of community and friendship and respect of others who were different. It was at my home, which was right over here behind the swimming pool, that I discovered my love for reading and intellect and knowledge. Books and dictionaries and encyclopedia all packed in my basement, and all had pages turned by me. I would walk over to Wayne State, right across that bridge, and I would look at the students, and I would dream. I would sneak over to the DIA and marvel at the wonderment of art. This neighborhood and all of my friends and fights and games of baseball right here on this field and tennis up against that wall. I'm sorry to the people who live behind it. Also tennis over at Wayne State on the tennis courts. It enriched my life and made me the man that I am today. This is why it was so important for me to ask you to come here today to announce that I am a candidate for Detroit City Council. It is time to change Detroit. There are so many people who told me that I was crazy. Crazy for leaving not one, but two high-paying, high-profile jobs, and a career that I've dreamed about since I was in this neighborhood. Crazy to think that I could have any impact on our city's future. Crazy to do what I said was revive our city, and a city that they call dead. Well, I am here to stand here to tell you that I am crazy. I'm crazy about Detroit. And I'm crazy enough to know that Detroit is far from dead. In fact, we're getting ready to celebrate the life and vitality and talent and resilience and hopeful future of Detroit. We have a plan in place, and we're ready to go, that will change this city on the first day we take office. Others have said that, what makes you think that you can be on the Detroit City Council? And I swiftly answer, because I am a smart, dedicated, concerned, involved Detroiter who loves this city and who has some exciting 21st century ideas that will engage and uplift and inspire us all. That is why I am qualified to be on the Detroit City Council. First of all, because I would serve you with integrity and professionalism and respect for my colleagues at the council table. But also because I've been on every corner in this city, listening to your concerns. It was my job on television for the last 10 years and radio for the past 5 to hear you and understand your concerns, Detroit. I've walked around each neighborhood through tragedies and triumphs and always listening. That is why I'm qualified. It is time for new leadership in this city. It is time for a fresh set of eyes and some practical solutions. It's time for leadership who will unite us and not divide us. It is time for leadership who understands the city charter and who will operate with fiscal responsibility and who will approve budgets that reflect our need to improve our city services in our neighborhood. It's time for leadership who will conduct themselves with class and dignity and respect for the city of Detroit. It's time. It's time for leaders who know that they're not politicians, but public servants. It's time for leadership who will have a vision for Detroit that goes beyond the council table. That is why our goals are to first and foremost make you proud. You need leaders who will make you hold your head high and say that I was proud to elect them. Secondly, we plan to engage Detroiters in ways that we never have been, like our excellent interactive website that we're going to have, that will help us to take public service to a new level. Part of our staff will operate under what we call our street team concept. They will never see the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, but down the street and maybe on the horizon. We're going to take 4 full-time positions and make them 8 part-time positions, and each staff member will have 5 well-trained, ready-to-go volunteers that will help us change Detroit on the streets of Detroit every day where they should be. 50 people whose job it is to engage Detroiters, inform Detroiters, encourage Detroiters. You will see these staff members at your grocery stores, at your child's school when you're dropping them off and picking them up. You'll see them in beauty shops and barber shops. They'll be polite and prepared and professional and progressive, or I will fire them gladly. Detroiters are ready for that kind of change. They'll have a job information with them, and we'll be signing people up for our regular volunteer efforts that will also help us change Detroit. Me and our staff will also be doing business outreach. We need a Target, we need a Meijer, we need an H&M, a DSW, a Lowe's. Can a brother get a grocery store in my neighborhood? Can I get a Red Lobster, please? Without running out of gas trying to get to one. Nobody is stopping all of our leadership in this city from reaching out to companies in the suburbs and across the country to create jobs here in Detroit. And that's only part of our vision, Detroit. There's a tough road ahead. We've got a huge deficit, a crime rate that disappoints all of us, and schools that need all of our encouragement and involvement.